Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing a review on the Proto 2882 locomotive I got a while back at the last York show. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this thing running in my videos, but I guess it's time for me to do a detailed review of it. So, as I open up the box to show you what it all comes in, what it comes with it. And yeah, so first we're going to open up the box, which I'm supposed to set the camera gun right here for it. Open up the box. Find a detail sheet for the instructions, how to do maintenance. Yeah, we don't need that for now. Have the certificate of authenticity and the manual on what all these engines did. But then we get to the main show. The 2882 itself. First we'll get the tender out, which I have had this thing for around 6 months now, so it has been beaten up a little bit. The tender's still in pristine condition, but the engine is not. I'm setting up the camera for this. Probably should get a tripod one of these decades. Yeah. Open up the tender. Comes in this nice packaging. Yeah, that's the tender. This is a Norfolk and Western design. Yeah, we don't want that right now. We'll look at that later. What we want, big 2882. Now, when I did get this thing, one of the side rods, don't know if you can see it very well, but one of these side rods is broken right here. It's supposed to be a link from here to here. I forget what valve gear it is, but on here you can see it pretty well. I tried fixing it, keep broken, so it'll be like that. See it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put everything back where in its box and do some reviews of it. I'll see you all when that process is done. Now here's what the side of it looks like. Other side of the tender. Front, back. Really like the realistic way the coal is with the dip. Coal there. Here's front. Here's the front, side, back. Then the other side. Now the other side has these cool little rods that actually move surprisingly. Don't know what type of valve gear that would be. So yeah, putting this engine on the track isn't too hard. Well, putting the engine together isn't too hard if you know what you're doing. What you do, they connect like this. Okay, I guess I can't get it in first try. Hey, there we go. Remember what I said about this thing being pretty simple to put together? Scrap that. Then you got the little plug. See right there? And there should be a little area for the plug to go in there. Now, this engine does have DCC. I installed it myself. See the little plug there? And I'm gonna set the camera down here as I very much fiddle to try and get this thing into the hole. Now, you should probably use some sort of tool to push the plug into the hole, or it will either A, damage the wires, or B, scratch the paint, or C, you just won't have a working engine. Right? Now we have the engine all set up. Let's get it put on the track. Now let's talk about the pros on this thing, shall we? It's beautiful. Yeah, I have never seen a steam engine besides my Broadway Limited H10 consolidation, but that's not working right now with this much detail. You can see all the piping, the valve gear. It just looks beautiful. It is a bit of a interesting operator with the tiny little flanges that are on the pilot trailing truck. And yes, the Pennsy did have Y6Bs. Here we have one, another, and here we have one next to a beautiful J-Class. Now, how much will these things usually run you for? On eBay, you can usually find them to 200, 300. Heck, I've seen some on there for 400. And due to their somewhat scarcity, they are kind of hard to find at train shows where you can bargain the price down for them. But with the level of detail, I would say it's a decent price for an engine of its both size and pulling power. I've had this thing haul around 30 car trains and it's never slipped. Even on my layout, that probably even isn't considered a layout. Now, it does derail sometimes on tight curves, minimum's 18-inch. But apart from that, I would say it's a very good engine. So I'd have to say it gives my seal approval for the best engine in my collection. Well, almost the best engine in my collection.